So what we do, we decided that we're having a chat planning next week's
video
vlog.
Yeah.
Yep. So episode 004, one of our goals was to make it more planned and more structured. And I think one of the, although we've achieved that, I think one of the downsides is essentially I am standing in front of a camera and recording most of it myself, which I think, as beautiful as I am, I think we should have a bit of a variety in the shots and not just have me talking about it.
Yeah, if I was to summarise, basically next week we're going to change up the location where we are recording.
Yeah.
We're going to be trying to get more people in the videos, not just Chris this time, but we're kind of forced to do that now. So, I mean, possibly even get Agnes in as well, you know. We could try. We could try, we might not succeed. As well as that, changing sort of the structure on how we talk in the videos.
Yeah.
So how planned it is and how much improv there is in it.
So today what we're doing is we're doing a little test of getting a few more people involved. So we've got George and we've got Agnes on the vlog today. And the other thing that we wanted to do that we discussed when we reviewed the last video was just that we wanted to test recording the video in slightly different places in the office so that we've got a bit more variety going on. At the moment, we've been very much focused on talking about video marketing because that's been a bit of an obsession for us over the last few weeks. But we wanted to sort of broaden that out into more of the things that we're really doing to drive our growth at the moment, and also something that we find is quite common in terms of customers that we're speaking to. So I thought, well, first of all, it'd be good to introduce Agnes because I don't think Agnes has been introduced yet on the blog. So Agnes, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you do at LexisClick?
Yeah, hi, I'm Agnes. I've been working for LexisClick for 9.5 years now, and I'm responsible for AdWords and SEO.
Excellent, thanks Agnes.
That's what I do on a daily basis. Manage clients' accounts, set up clients' accounts, and apply changes to clients' accounts.
From your perspective, Agnes, what's like the biggest initiative that you think we're doing at the moment, the biggest test for LexisClick at the moment?
We're definitely vlogging, that's the biggest test, and we're also testing new customers.
Yeah, so I think probably, like the vlog's an important thing, but it's just a tactic, isn't it? Whereas the focusing on a specific type of customer that we want to win, that's much more strategic in terms of what we're going after. A sweet spot for us is probably businesses with about a turnover of 5 million, probably would be a great sweet spot for us to work with, who've then identified that they want to grow, that's really important, and that they've then identified that marketing is perhaps the thing that's holding them back, and that they need to improve in to generate that growth. Because before, whilst we've done a great job for those type of businesses, we haven't really said that's our sweet spot, that's who we want to work with.
Yeah, we haven't identified our ideal client.
So that's our biggest test area, is really focusing in on those customers and then focusing in all of our marketing efforts ultimately over the course of this year to really attract in those customers and speak with those customers and help them grow. So I think a large part of what would be good for this vlog is that we're talking more about what we're doing that could be really suitable for those companies. So I think that'll be something really interesting for us to think about in future episodes of the LexisClick vlog. The thing that I've seen with vlogging is that my kids watch a lot of vlogs.
Yeah.
So it's almost like the younger generations are watching more vlog content. And I think the reality for most businesses out there is that increasingly their audience is that younger generation. So it's the Georges of this world.
Generation Z.
And the reality is, like, as you said, you consume more video content and you watch vlogs. So therefore, us as businesses need to start embracing.
Well, it's sort of replaced TV for us.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't watch TV at all or know anyone my age that really watches TV.
So how often do you see a TV advert?
A TV advert? I'd say it's like in the morning when I just woke up and I'm waiting for the bus before I leave.
And that's it?
That's it. That'll be it. And that's like, I don't know, about 1 or 2 minutes of adverts a day.
Hi, so this morning I had a meeting with a friend of mine, David from Grid Law, and he's done quite a bit of video. Now, one of the things that he said was that from his tests, he found that different camera angles work slightly better And he noticed that, on the vlogs that Chris has been doing, particularly these ones in the studio, we've had the camera pointing, the camera up a little bit higher. So what it's meant is that Chris is looking slightly up at the camera, and as a result his chin's slightly up. And what David said, that he found it was better when he was looking down at the camera very slightly, so not very down, but just slightly down at the camera. So what I'm going to do is run 3 very quick tests. Test number 1 is going to be this test where I'm looking up slightly at the camera. Then I'm going to have the camera very level with my eyes, so I'm looking very straight on towards the camera. And then I'm going to put the camera slightly down so that I'm looking downwards towards the camera. Now, it probably depend on the person as to which angle looks slightly better. Okay, this video is about how to get your inbox to 0. I'm Steve from LexisClick. So the first rule is to never check your emails. Instead, what you want to do is process your emails. So never check your emails. The second rule is to probably set 3 time slots during the day when you can process those emails. So you want to be looking probably at setting 3 half-an-hour slots to process those emails. The third one is to deal with any emails that will take 2 minutes or less. Just deal with them straight away in that processing time. So you're getting them dealt with, ticks off your list, and move on to the next thing. The fourth one is that you want to have 4 folders to file your emails in. And then the 5th rule is to plan time to take action on the emails that you've allocated and filed away in the action folder. And the 6th rule is to avoid using subfolders wherever possible. So that was this week's vlog. We ran 4 tests this week. We tried to keep it to 3 to keep it in line with the title, but we had to squeeze in an extra test. So the first test was getting some more people involved. We managed to get both George and Agnes involved in the vlogs this week. We ran a test recording at the bar to just try some different settings. We also did a test of different camera heights just to understand which camera height might be best in the studio. And we did a 4th test to combine video content and blog content together with the aim of saving time. We hope you enjoyed this week's vlog and you got something useful from it, and we look forward to catching up with you on next week's The Growth Journey vlog. Thank you and see you next week.